debating our personal opinions. We're supposed to be debating if Donald Trump is a good president. You know, like me describing to you what I think the solution is to food stamps is completely irrelevant to if what Donald Trump has done to food stamps is ultimately beneficial to the country or not. Now, I want to talk about that, but I do want to take a moment to thank a couple donors. Is it all right if I
take your time
to do that? Mean Bean, thank you for the $10 over on Super Chat. I appreciate you. Show some love to Mean Bean down below for the 10. They say, saying that we shouldn't be incentivizing people to have more children that they can't afford, but also forcing them to have children they can't afford by banning abortion as wild as fuck. So true, Mean Bean. I was honestly expecting this guy to like clearly take that route and to be pro-life, but no, he's actually endorsing like federal protections to access to abortion. I think this guy's a lot more progressive than he knows he is, because then after like he endorsed like federal protections for every woman and girl's access to abortion, he then like turned around and said, Dean, I think you're more to the right. Like he's like genuinely convinced that like endorsing access of women's endorsing protections of women's access to abortion is like a right-leaning view, which is like crazy because clearly it's not. Then Siri, thank you so much for the $20 donation over on YouTube Super Chat as well. I want to get 200 Siri W's down below. Thank you. Who says, with caller talking like this, he's absolutely better being supportive of women's reproductive rights. And he was. Thank you for the $20. B, thank you so much for the $20 as well over on Super Chat. Thank you, B. B with the $20. Thank you so much. His social worker here. Guest is literally arguing for eugenics. That's what starving poor kids to punish their parents is. The kids usually suffer more than the grown-ups. Please point that out when he comes up again. Oh, well, B, I think that you sent that in a while ago, and I actually ended up making that point, then he ended up conceding to it. Lord T, thank you for the $10 as well, who says that the caller's focused on the wrong extreme. We should be focused on the top 1%. I absolutely agree too. And I think that more people need to open up their eyes to that fact, Lord T. Space Age, thank you for the $10, who says if you want people to stop having kids they can afford it, let people have abortions. God damn it. So commonsensical. Lana with a 10 says, don't feed the existing children to make sure they don't have more, right? That's essentially what he was arguing at the beginning. Titan, thank you so much for the $10 as well. I appreciate you so much for that love, Titan. And then Amber, thank you for the $20, who says, I was on EBT for 3 years while going through a divorce. 3 kids at the time. I only bought healthy food. Good shit, Amber. And I'm happy to hear that it sounds like you're no longer on it, which means the system worked for you. Thank you for the $20. Let's get 200 Amber W's down below. And then Nikki, thank you so much for the $20 as well, who says, I wish more people today with platforms like yours use their brains like you do. Keep on doing good work and making people think. Education and communication are struggling right now, and we need more folks like you. XOXO. Nikki, thank you so much for the kind words. I'm so grateful for you. Show some love to Nikki down below for the $20. And then Ray with the 10 says, hey, Dean, been listening to you for 2 months now. You're awesome. Thank you so much, Ray. Thank you so much. We're all caught up over on Super Chat. Guys, please, down below in that chat, show some massive love to all of those in which have supported over on Super Chat. I'm so very grateful. On Venmo, thank you so much, Marie, for the $10. Thank you, Marie. Show some love to Marie. Megan, thank you for the $10 as well. Who says, as a young widowed mom, this money was a literal lifesaver. This dude in his privilege needs to be shut down hard. Who's he to decide who gets assistance? Thank you for standing up for people that need it the most. Thank you, Megan. And I could not agree more. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Show some love to Megan. And then Abby, ABI, thank you for the $25 donation. Thank you, Abby. Show some love to Abby, who says, here's some daily Dean and cheese for you. That's funny. I think the quote-unquote hot food that he's blathering on is in reference to prepared foods. For example, a Starbucks coffee purchase at a location instead of a grocery store. Probably. Thank you for the $25, Abby. Then Bethany with the 10. I appreciate you. Arisha, thank you for the $10 as well. She says, thank you for doing all that you do to change Trump supporters' minds. I try my best. Christian, thank you for the $10. Andrea with the $10, who says, Dean, thank you for what you do. Thank you, Andrea. And then Joseph, thank you so much for the $100 donation on Venmo. I want to see 1,000 Joseph W's. That is fucking outrageous, dude. I'm so very grateful for you. That is a shit ton of money. I'm so very grateful. Holy cow. Dude, insane. Thank you, Joseph. Joseph with 100. Insane. Says, what you do is worth every cent. Your flawless use of logic is beyond words. Best to you, your girlfriend, and Momo. Thank you. Dude, that is just, I'm like, no, not about my body deserves that. From the bottom of my heart to you, man. Thank you so much for supporting me and what we do here. Same thing to Amber. This came in right before Joseph's. Thank you for the $50 donation on Venmo. Thank you, Amber. Amber with the 50 says, this is for the lady in the chat that keeps begging people